I'm Mia, and I was 11 when my mom, Karen, handed me a single crumpled $20 and said, "You're independent now." Then she kissed my forehead, fake sweet, and left for Europe for a month. No babysitter, no groceries plan, no goodbye worth remembering. 10 minutes later, I learned the emergency credit card she tossed on the counter wasn't even activated, declined over and over. So there I was, an empty house, a dead card, and $20 like it was supposed to buy safety. Am I in the wrong for feeling betrayed and for wanting revenge? If you were in my shoes right now, would you stay quiet or make sure everyone found out? Comment what you'd do and subscribe for the rest. Day 1. I tried to treat it like a weird grown up challenge. I lined up the cans in the pantry, sliced bread paper thin, and told myself, "Mia, you can do this." But my hands wouldn't stop shaking. The house felt too big, like every room was listening. I opened the fridge and felt my stomach drop. There wasn't enough to last a week, let alone a month. I texted my mom anyway. "What's the PIN for the card?" No answer. I waited. I refreshed. Nothing. By day 3, my stomach wasn't just hungry, it was loud. I tried ordering food again. Declined, declined, declined. Each beep felt like the world saying, "Nope, you're on your own." That's when anger started to feel warmer than fear. I grabbed my notebook and wrote one word at the top in big letters: evidence. Left alone at 11:20. No food plan, no check ins. I stared at the page and thought, if something happens to me, nobody gets to pretend they didn't know. So I recorded a video. Just my face, too close to the camera, trying to look brave and failing. Day 3, I whispered, because the quiet made my voice sound wrong. I'm still alone. The card doesn't work. I ate the last real thing yesterday. I swallowed hard. If you're seeing this, it means someone finally asked. I saved it and locked my phone like it was a weapon. Am I in the wrong? For thinking, good. Let her have to watch this later? I wasn't plotting anything violent. I just wanted the truth to stick. The kind of revenge that's paperwork and proof, not screams. If you're listening to this, tell me. Would you document too or stay silent today? Day 5, I got dizzy standing up. I ate cereal dry from the bag, counting handfuls like that was normal math. I almost texted my best friend Lily. My thumb hovered over her name. But how do you say, "Hey, my mom went to Europe and forgot I'm a person"? So I sent a fake normal message. "How's your week?" No reply. By day 7, the silence didn't feel quiet anymore. It felt mean. I kept the TV on low, just for noise, and I hated myself for needing it. Then the doorbell rang. Nobody rings our bell. Packages get dropped. Kids knock. A bell means adult. It rang again. 3 sharp knocks followed, like whoever it was had a schedule and I wasn't on it. My brain screamed, "Don't open it." But another part of me, this new sharp part, said, "Open it. Let someone see." I cracked the door and there he was. Mr. Thompson, my school counselor, in a green jacket with our school logo. He looked relieved for half a second, then confused. "Hey, Mia," he said gently. "I've been trying to reach your parents. Can I come in?" My throat went tight. I wanted to lie. I wanted to protect the people who didn't protect me, but my stomach growled right then, like it was tired of the lies. "Sure," I whispered, stepping back. He walked into the kitchen, eyes scanning the empty counter and the half-open fridge. "Are your parents at work?" he asked. "They're in Europe," I said. "For how long?" "A month." "And who's here with you?" I stared at the word evidence on my notebook like it was daring me, then I said it. "No one, just me." His face changed. Not anger, something heavier. He pulled out a chair, sat down, and in the calmest voice I'd ever heard asked, "Mia, how long have you been alone?" 602. Mr. Thompson didn't hit me with fake comfort. He just listened, like my words were heavy and he was willing to carry them. When I said, "Almost a week," his jaw tightened. When I said, "She left me $20, his eyes slid to the bare counter. "This isn't independence," he said. "This is neglect." Neglect, not a misunderstanding, not a hard-working parent, neglect. And suddenly, my notebook didn't feel dramatic. It felt like armor. He stepped into the hallway and made calls in a low, controlled voice. I caught pieces. 11, alone. Parents out of country. Limited food. A softer knock came next. Mrs. Reynolds, my next door neighbor, walked in with worry all over her face. She looked at me, the cereal box, the notebook. Oh, honey, she whispered, why didn't you come to me? Because they always say I'm mature, I blurted. I thought needing help meant I failed. She shook her head. Needing help means you're human. Then the caseworker arrived. Ms. Patel introduced herself, calm and careful. She asked questions no one had ever asked me. When did they leave? Who checks on you? Do they call? Do you feel safe? Each one felt like a light turning on in a room my parents preferred dark. I showed her my mom's last message, a selfie in Paris with "finally free." Ms. Patel paused. Free from what? She asked. I stared at the screen. From me, I said, and my voice cracked. She looked through the kitchen, saw the thin shelves, the dead credit card on the counter. Then she turned to me. You won't be alone tonight, she said. We're arranging for you to stay with Mrs. Reynolds while we contact your parents. The word placement made my chest tighten, but it also made something inside me unclench. Placement meant adults are taking this seriously. Before we left, Mr. Thompson leaned close. Keep writing, he told me. Dates, times, what you ate. Facts protect you. I nodded and wrote that down too. Her fridge was full. My stomach growled so loud I wanted to vanish. She pretended not to notice and set out food anyway. We're cooking, she said. Real dinner. We went back next door for groceries. Pasta, sauce, fruit, bread. Ms. Patel told us to keep the receipts. They show what wasn't here, she said. I slid them behind the page that screamed, evidence. That night, spaghetti tasted like safety. But my phone buzzed and the taste disappeared. Mom's work number. I put it on speaker so I wouldn't be alone. Mia? Karen's voice snapped, not worried. Angry. Why is Child Services emailing me? Do you know what this looks like for me? Not, are you okay? Just image. They're involved because you left me, I said, with $20 and a card that didn't work. You're exaggerating, she shot back. You're 11, not a toddler. Mrs. Reynolds leaned in. I bought her groceries because there was almost nothing, she said, ice calm. A beat of silence. Then Mom hissed, we'll deal with this when we get back. The next day at school, Ms. Patel pulled me aside. They moved their flight up, she said. 3 days. Relief and dread hit together. What happens when they arrive? I asked. We meet them at the house, she said, and you'll have a voice if you want it. I looked at my notebook and my phone. Paper and pixels, revenge. I want to be there, I said. I want them to see. If you're listening, hit like and tell me in the comments. Would you? The morning they came back, Ms. Patel had us meet at my house. Not home. House. Because it didn't feel like mine anymore. It felt like a scene we were about to reopen. A thick folder sat on the kitchen table. Mr. Thompson stood by the counter with his badge clipped on. Mrs. Reynolds stayed close to me like a shield. My notebook was open to the first page. Evidence. My phone was propped beside it, paused on the clip of my day 3 face, small, pale, trying not to cry. Ms. Patel asked, Are you sure you want the video playing when they walk in? Yes, I said. They only believe proof. We heard tires, suitcases, and laughter, like nothing happened. Then the lock clicked. Mom, Karen, walked in first with her suitcase, sunglasses on her head. Dad, Mark, followed with bags and his phone in his hand. Their smiles died when they saw the room. What is this? Mom snapped. Why are there strangers in my kitchen? Ms. Alvarez stood. Mrs. Carter, Mr. Carter, I'm with Child Protective Services. Please sit. Mom didn't sit. She stared at me. Mia, what did you tell them? My throat tightened, that old reflex to shrink and fix her feelings. But my own face stared back at me from the phone screen. I lifted my chin. I told the truth. Dad tried to smooth it over. This is a misunderstanding. She's mature. We left money, a credit card. Ms. Alvarez slid a page forward. The card was never activated with a PIN, she said. It was declined multiple times. Another page followed. Photos taken 1 week into your trip show inadequate food for an unsupervised minor. Mom's voice rose. Expired food doesn't mean she was starving. We checked in. Ms. Patel tapped the call logs. One airport photo, one Paris selfie. No calls asking if she ate, if she was safe, if anyone was with her. Mom's eyes flashed. You're making us look like monsters. Mrs. Reynolds stepped in. I found her dizzy from hunger, she said. She was afraid to ask for help because she didn't want to disappoint you, Mom whipped back to me. Why didn't you just order food like I told you? Because the card didn't work, I said. Because you didn't answer. Because I'm 11. Ms. Alvarez looked at me. Mia, are you comfortable showing them what you recorded? My hands shook as I hit play. My own voice filled the kitchen. Day 3, I'm still alone. The card doesn't work. If you're seeing this, it means someone finally asked. The camera panned over empty shelves in silence. Mom covered her mouth. Dad stared. No, Mom whispered. No, this can't be happening. Ms. Alvarez didn't blink. Based on the investigation, this meets the threshold for neglect under state law. Effective immediately, Mia will not return to unsupervised care while we proceed. Mom burst into tears. We needed a break. We thought she'd be fine. And that's when her favorite line echoed in my head, the one she used on me like a hammer. Actions have consequences. So I gave it back, steady. Actions have consequences, I said. This is what your choice looks like. She reached toward me. Yeah, please. Tell them you want to come home. I didn't scream. I didn't throw anything. My revenge was quieter. I want to be safe, I said. Right now, that isn't with you. Later, the court ordered supervised visits and mandatory counseling. No movie ending, just accountability. And now I'm asking you, am I in the wrong for choosing safety over their comfort? Like, comment and share what you'd do. I used to think revenge had to be loud, slamming doors, screaming, breaking things. But the strongest revenge I found was proof. A notebook, a few videos, a grown-up finally saying, "This is neglect," out loud, where my parents couldn't drown it out with smiles. Do I miss them? Yeah, I miss the version of them I wanted to have. I miss the idea of a mom who would choose her kid over a plane ticket. But I don't miss the hunger, the shaking hands, the way silence feels when you realize you're optional. And that's why I keep asking, am I in the wrong for refusing to go back to normal, if normal means invisible, for choosing safety even when it embarrassed them? Here's what I learned. If an adult tells you you're mature as an excuse to abandon you, that's not a compliment. It's a cover story. Speak up. Write it down. Tell someone safe. If this story hit you in the gut, drop your thoughts in the comments. What would you have done? I want to know. And if you want more real stories like this, subscribe and share it with someone who needs the reminder you deserve care.